loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Addie and today I'm going to be doing 10 romances, rom-coms that will put you in the perfect mood for Valentine's Day. I feel like I wanted to do, most of these books are, actually all these books are very lighthearted. They're very light, fluffy, but they still have that like angst, because I'm not huge on like pure fluff romances, but I just hope this gets you in the Valentine's Day spirit. I would also like to, before going into this video, say that Valentine's Day is not about having a partner. It does not matter if you are single, if you are in a relationship. It is, the most important thing is that you love yourself first and foremost. So I wanted to put that out there before I went into these romance books. But yeah, these books are so adorable and so cute, and like they make me feel like, you know, like they give me the butterflies, and that's what I like for Valentine's Day. The first book is By a Thread by Lucy Score. I love Lucy Score. I am such a Lucy Score stan. This one was the first book I read by her. It's Grumpy Sunshine. It follows Dominic and Allie, and basically Allie works in this pizza shop and Dominic gets her fired, and his mom gets her a job because she feels bad at her company, and it's like this fashion company, and she goes to work, but like he like actually hates her, and he can't fire her because her boss is his mom. So it's got that workplace romance, and it's just so much more than romance. It's thick, it's a thick book, but it is so perfect. So, By a Thread by Lucy Score. So the next book is The Kiss Quotient by Helen Huang. It follows Michael and Stella, and Stella is on the spectrum, and she doesn't really like know how to handle physical touch or like physical relationships, and she doesn't enjoy it, and she never has in like past relationships. So she's like, if I ever want to be in a relationship, I kind of have to figure this out. So she hires Michael, who's like a male prostitute, to help her like learn to like sex. And so they strike a deal that he will help her like check all her boxes off, and it turns into more than that. You know how the fake, like the helping always goes, but this book was so cute. It was like, it's so adorable. Michael is the love of my life. He's amazing, and it'll just make you feel everything. It's amazing. The next book I have is Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. This book is just hilarious. Like, I love this book so much. I will never stop recommending this book. It's so funny. Like, it was like making me laugh out loud the whole time, but like it's also made me swoon. It's really is like a perfect Valentine's Day romance. This was like one of the first ones I picked. So it follows Alex Claremont Diaz, who is the son of the American president, and then Prince Henry, who is like third in line to the throne. And they butt heads. They don't like each other. They never have. Prince Henry's brother's wedding, they get into like a little brawl, and it creates some social media backlash, and they have to go on like and pretend to like be friends, be like, oh my gosh, no, that was just a big misunderstanding, like we were just like playing around. So yeah, they have to pretend to be like best friends now, and they find that they might be a little bit more than friends. But yeah, this one was funny, and swooning, like it was so good. The next book I have is Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. This one is such a good hockey romance. I love hockey romances. Like, I love The Deal. I love Campus Series. Like, I'm a huge hockey romance stan. But like, this one might have might be better than The Deal. I'm not sure. But this book is so good. The guy is amazing. Like, I think the common theme in these books for romances is like the guy is just so perfect. It'll make you have those butterflies, which is what I feel like is perfect for Valentine's Day. So this follows Anastasia, who is a figure skater, and she is trying to make Team USA. But then it follows Nate, who's a hockey player, but a prank gone wrong, their ice is destroyed. And so now the hockey players and the figure skaters have to share ice rink, and that creates some animosity. And then Nate gets accused of injuring Anastasia's partner, so now he has to fill in for her figure skating partner, and it's so cute. I love them both. I feel like I love the female lead in this. She's so strong, and she's a very strong lead, which I really liked, and it went along with Nate, who's amazing. So Icebreaker is definitely one I would read. The next one I have is Mr. Wrong Number by Lynn Painter. Lynn Painter is the queen of like a fluffy, feel-good romance. This one, it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite rom-com of all time, but I feel like for the time I'm recommending this, I would recommend this for around Valentine's Day. I probably wouldn't put it in a general recommendation video, but for right now, it fits the mood. So this book follows Olivia, who is the screw up of her family, but then she gets she gets a text from this number, from a number she doesn't know, and it says, "What are you wearing?" And it's a random number, but she kind of plays along, and she's like, yeah, okay, I can play with this. And then there's Colin, who is always kind of considered Olivia his best friend's little sister, but just the annoying little sister. But she moves in with him, with Colin and her brother, when she's kind of down, and he realizes that she is this mysterious number that he's been texting, and he realizes that she's this number that he's been texting, and then he's like, ooh, maybe she's not just my friend's little sister anymore. So it's very cute, it's very sweet, perfect for Valentine's Day. The next book I have is kind of an older rec. It's Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating by Christina Lauren. I love Christina Lauren. I love her so much. It's basically, this book is probably the cutest book I've ever read by her. It's very fluffy, very sweet. Hazel is very much a Jessica Day kind of girl, new girl. That's what she gives me. And Josh is Hazel's best friend from college, and he's super mellow. He's very much her opposite. So basically 10 years down the line, they're still they're still friends, they're still besties, but basically he gets out of a really long bad relationship, and she wants to start getting on the dating scene again, and they're like, why don't we just set each other up on dates? So they start setting each other up on these progressively terrible dates, and they end up just hanging out with each other a lot, but it's very sweet, it's very cute. I love this one. The next book I have is Get a Life, Chloe Brown, by Talia Hibbert. This is, you can honestly read all three. There's Take a Hint, Danny Brown, and Act Your Age, Eve Brown. But these books are so cute. My favorite's probably the first one though, so if you want to just a quick read, I'd definitely read this one. So it follows Chloe and Red. Chloe, she's chronically ill. It kind of keeps her, and she's very much introverted, and it keeps her from kind of living her life, but she wants to get a life, and she wants to complete this like tasks of items like enjoy a drunken night out, ride a motorcycle, go camping, and like doing something bad and like all that kind of stuff. And what she needs is help because she can't do a lot of these things on her own, especially with her condition. So step in Red, who's the handyman in her building, and she kind of has a little crush on him. She likes even painting sometimes, and she's like, damn, it's kind of sexy. And so basically she asks for his help, he does, and then yeah, he helps her with her list, and you know how the list always goes. So it's very sweet. I love this book. Yeah, this book is adorable. So perfect for Valentine's Day. The next book I have is The Roommate by Rosie Danan. I could recommend this book all day long, for so long, and I still wouldn't have recommended it enough. This is one of my favorite rom-coms of all time. It's so good. I love it so much. So basically it follows Clara and Josh, and Clara follows the guy that she grew up like having a huge crush on out to California because he asks her to go with him, and she's like, yeah, okay, sure. And they've been best friends, and she has a huge crush on him. But she gets there and she goes into their apartment, and she's like, sees Josh, and Josh is not her childhood best friend, and she's like, who are you? And he's like, oh yeah, like your friend hired me off of like Craigslist, like he actually has to go. And she's like, are you kidding me? So she like uproots her life for this man, and he literally like up and left. So now she's roommates with Josh in like a place she doesn't live, and then she's from a very, very wealthy background, like Greenwich kind of vibes, very waspy, and Josh is a porn star, and she did not know that, but she finds out. And so they're very different. And so basically, and then they take on like making a porn site together for like specifically towards like the female gaze, and to help women have better sex. And then she does. So it's so cute. Josh is the sweetest. Like I wasn't sure I'd enjoy a porn star romance, but it's so cute. Like I wasn't sure, like I was really surprised by like how sweet and cute this book was for it being like a porn star romance. I love it. I love this book so much. Please read it. It doesn't need to be Valentine's Day, but look at the cover. Like, that's Valentine's Day written all over it. The next book I have is Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. This book is another adorable read, but it also is Abby Jimenez, you know, it has some layers to it too, which is I really liked. It's an age gap where the woman is older, which I enjoyed because I feel like I never really see that in books. So, and she's like a big city girl, she's a surgeon, she is just out of a nasty breakup, and then she has like this meet cute with this guy Daniel from a really small town like a few hours away when her car breaks down, and they just have insane chemistry. But that's really all they have, and their worlds are just so different, and they struggle through the journey of finding ways to like make their worlds work together. I love this book. It was so sweet and so cute. Let's do a sweet count, honestly. How many times I say a book is sweet and cute, but yeah, I love this one. I haven't read Life's Too Short yet. I probably will read that for Valentine's Day this year. Maybe. The last book I have today is Dating Dr. Dill by Nisha Sharma. This book I read as my book of the month last year for Valentine's Day, and it was so perfect. This book has a ton of Taylor Swift references in it, which I love. I'm gonna try and find one. I know I highlighted it. Oh, Yeah, and like I literally had it in the first sentence says, like on page 14 it says, that's why you'd rather listen to Taylor Swift under a weighted blanket and drink chai while reading some romance novels than go out and meet people. And I just found that so relatable because that's so me and that's so real. Like, I don't see what was wrong with that statement because that's what I do and that's what I'd rather do. So I love the Taylor Swift references. So basically, anyway, the synopsis of the book is it follows Karina, and she's a romantic. She wants to have a romance like her parents had, but her father announces he's selling their home, their childhood home. But Karina really wants the house, and she's like, I'll make a deal with you. If I can get engaged in 4 months, you give me the house. And she's looking for, you know, her soulmate. She really does want to marry for love, but she gets in an argument with Dr. Prem Verma. He's host of the Dr. Dill show, and it's like a dating show, and it goes viral. And anyway, and then Prem is dedicated to building a local community health center, but he needs to get donors with deep pockets. And he was on the path to doing that until that argument that they had. And so he needs to convince Karina that they're like soulmates to get her to like be engaged to him so he can get back his sponsors. And his views on love and arranged marriages definitely conflict with hers. He finds that the more he's with her, he begins to believe she's the woman he wants to spend the rest of his life with. And this was so cute. I loved the dating show aspect of it. Like, he's like a heart doctor, but like he talks about like the heart like and related to love on his show, and I thought that was super interesting. I thought it was very sweet. Thought it was very, very interesting to read about. And I loved the female protagonist in this. I loved her. And the romance was so, like, I love books when like you can feel the chemistry, and I definitely felt it with this book. And it was such an interesting premise. Like, loved it. Perfect Valentine's Day book of the month. Knew what they were talking about last year for the February picks. Alright guys, well, those were all the 10 romances that I would recommend for Valentine's Day this year. Let me know if you're gonna read any of these, and if you have any Valentine's Day recs yourself, please leave them in the comment section. I would love to hear them. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you have a really good Valentine's Day, and remember and treat yourself to whatever it is you want to treat yourself to, because you deserve it. And I will see you guys for next week's video. Bye!